So it's launch day. I've been building up for this for what seems like years, but a couple of months now, and I'm really excited. I'm absolutely terrified that nobody's actually going to put any ideas in, but we've got everything ready. All the graphic work's gone out, all of the leaflet stuff we did yesterday, we've worked our socks off, and now we've got the website which is all ready to go, and we've got a blog which is ready to go, and then people can submit their ideas by clicking here. So everything's ready, we just need some ideas in now, people. So when people have had a successful idea, one of the things which they get the opportunity to have, if they want to, is a hanging desk arrow, which looks like this. So we've got 4 different designs. This one's a You're Welcome. We've got It's Nothing Really, Ideas Lab and Ideas Factory, and they've got little holes in that we can hang them above people's desks, and then that kind of will hopefully encourage more people to ask what idea they submitted, and then encourage other people to put in ideas as well. And they also get a badge which looks like this, with 100 in 100 on, which they can hopefully wear proudly to say they've been part of the programme.
So my idea for the 100-100 programme was for the Highways Department or the Transportation Department to have their own Twitter account where they'd be able to update motorists in real time when there was problems on the network, say there'd been a crash or something broken down or there's some unexpected roadworks, whenever there was disruption, in real time to let people know. I think in these days when we have that technology available, there's no reason why people should have to rely on listening to the radio station or going through some laborious process to find out what's going on when we can get it out there straight away. So that was my idea, and I was delighted when it was accepted. I think the 100-100 scheme was a great way for staff to be able to take a little idea, put it forward and feel like they're making a big difference, and well done. I think it was a really great project.
So I submitted a couple of ideas to the 100-100 portal, Bright Ideas portal. Both of them were accepted. One of them was the Christmas Jumper Day, which was a huge success. Everybody wore the Christmas jumpers, raised loads of money for charity. And the other one was some ideas around postal savings for the organisation. It was really good to be able to have my ideas listened to. So well done, guys.
I had 2 ideas for the 100-100 programme. The first one was around us having a single point of diary for councillors so that we know what meetings they're in, so that we're not trying to double book them, and that there's one central resource for that. The second idea I had was that some of the meeting rooms out on the landing were open, so they weren't locked, so we weren't permanently having to run to the keepers to get keys, and if a room was available we could just nip in but vacate it if it was booked out by somebody else. I think the 100-100 programme has been really successful at engaging staff on all sorts of ideas, and then there's been a real vibe and buzz about it, so I think it's been really well done.
So yeah, we've reached the halfway point now in the programme. We've just had the Christmas break, which was great, but now it's full steam ahead. So we were really worried that we wouldn't get any ideas in when we first opened the programme, but we couldn't have been more wrong if we'd have tried. So we're now up to halfway and we've got 468 ideas in to date, one of which has been people asking for a stationery amnesty. So we've done that. So we asked people to give us all of their stationery that might be hanging around in their drawers or their cupboards that they're not using anymore, and we've collected it all back up and we've put it into a centralised cupboard, and we're going to redistribute the stationery into some key cupboards and reduce the number of people who can order stationery, which should mean that we make a saving for the council over the coming months and years. We've encouraged people, sort of, no matter how big or small your idea, we want to hear it, and they really have done that. And we've assessed them all in exactly the same way. So we've looked at them all and seriously looked at them, and then if they're not viable, we've explained that they're not viable and the reasons why not. So that's our halfway point pretty much summed up. We're going to plough on now and get all of the ideas through, catch up with as much as we can, implement as many of the ideas as we can, and we'll catch you again just before the end.
So, I've loved being part of the 100-100 programme. I put in about 10 ideas. It was really good sort of getting the feedback from the team, let me know what they thought, what was happening with them. Obviously I fed back as well, so every time I put in an idea and I got an email, I'd make sure I filled in the surveys. One that I'm really particularly proud of was the changing of the pay dates. So our pay dates used to be the last day of every month, and sometimes that always left us a little bit short before one week and everybody else got paid. So we changed the date so we get paid now. It's pretty much the same as everybody else does, and that's made a real big difference for me.
My idea was to have name cards on everybody's desk so that we know who we're approaching in the office. Many occasions I've approached people without actually knowing who they are. It's been slightly awkward, but without a name card it can be quite difficult. Yeah, I think the 100-100 programme's been a real positive for the council. It's been really good to see people getting involved, and we all feel like we're contributing something towards the council becoming a better place to work for everybody, and really feel like everyone's pulling in the same direction.
Well, I had a couple of ideas for the 100-100 programme, but the one that was accepted was an idea to save the council energy and consequently money, and that was for people to turn off their monitors when they go to lunch or to meetings, and also at the end of the day. And they can also turn off, well, put to sleep their computers, or even turn them off completely when they're going away from the office for long periods of time. That was accepted, and I think the 100-100 programme's been good to get employees engaged and well, committed to the council's good causes.
Yeah, I attended this workshop in Birmingham, run by somebody who was a public finance accountant, and he was saying that there's lots of things that local authorities can do to reduce the amount of money that we spend on looked after children's budget. So that kind of divides up into 3 areas of work. And when I came back to the Civic, I saw the 100-100 idea and thought, why not put it forward and, you know, really take all of his ideas to heart. So that's what we've done. The difference between the 100-100 and not is I'd still be sitting at my desk thinking about it and not doing it, whereas this has given me a great opportunity to actually put it all into practice.
Last day of the hundreds, and I'm really proud and pleased to say that we've been successful and we have delivered more than 100 steps. So one of the objectives of the hundreds programme, alongside the delivering the 100 steps in 100 days, was about employee engagement and getting our workforce to come up with ideas and to get involved with the things which we put on through 100. So for instance, we've set up a Weight Watchers group over lunchtime, we've put on early morning exercise classes for people to be involved in, we've had a number of mini surveys where people could tell us their opinions on different topics, which have all been really successful. The reason we chose 100 working days was because that enabled us to have some quick wins and put things into place quickly so that employees could see their ideas come to fruition in a realistic time frame. Beyond 100, the Bright Ideas portal will continue, and we've got some real good legacy stuff which is coming out of it too. So there are some ideas which we couldn't implement within the 100-day timescale just by the nature of the complexity of them, but we haven't let those go. So we're going to continue with the programme and make sure that those legacy steps happen beyond the 100-day time frame.